Yeah, well said.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But what Barack Obama needed to do was he needed to say, yes, I don't agree with everything Minister Farrakhan said, but he represents what millions of black people think in this country, and he's a man worth listening to and communicating with. And as far as the anti-Semite thing, Minister Farrakhan has repeatedly said over and over again that he's not an anti-Semite, and he was only talking about those Jews who say that they are Jews. Wouldn't you, we say the same thing about Muslims. If you got a Muslim that say he a Muslim and he got the liquor store in the community, he's selling the pig skins and all of the stuff, and you gonna call him out. So Jewish people ain't no thing with, see the thing is you can't criticize certain Jewish people without being labeled anti-Semite.
That's what it is.
We was
That's
just
the problem.
We
That's
just went to Rabbi Foster's.
That's racism, though.
No, but I'm just saying we just went to Rabbi Foster's synagogue, the Temple Emmanuel, last Friday. Right, and he, you know, he progressive or whatever, and he wanted to invite Muslims there for Martin Luther King to see what Muslims have to think. I applaud that. You see,
now, it's a lot of that going on. Now, hold on. Everybody it ain't the Muslim-Jew problem. The media want to make it like it's a Muslim-Jew problem from a standpoint. You do have some Jewish people that oppose the higher powers in the Jewish establishment.
Absolutely.
You do have some it was Jewish supporters at the Martin Luther King parade.
Right. But it was Jewish supporters at the Million Man March, the Million Family March, and the 10-year
totally against
and the media
white supremacy
never focused on them.
Why they can't stand this is a part of the solution for racism and you know, the talk and the rhetoric. And back to the question of the Last Supper, why aren't there any white civil rights activists that will stand up like that? It's time for them too to stand up now. Instead of always being behind the scenes, puppeteering, controlling what's going on, even those who are totally 100% against the white supremacy, Jewish statute law that, you know, degrades or kind of restricts any other non-white American from succeeding. It's time for them to stand up. Like you said, Malcolm was asked the question by the white lady. What can we do to help? We talked about some white people coming to us early on. What can we do to help? Why are you coming to me, asking me what you know what you can do to help?
Right.
Stand up like we standing up. Not only stand up with us, but why don't you don't never hear no white people too much no more. They used to go to jail for this type of thing. Some of them did in Genesis 6 now. No, they didn't. You don't hear too many white Americans or Jewish people standing up. When the white man says it's okay, or when Jewish or Anglo-Saxons say it's okay to back this leader, black people say it's okay to back this leader.
Right.
But let Farrakhan say back this leader, and let the white man say don't back this leader. It's okay, boss? It's not?
Right.
It's not? Well, then we're not going to back this leader.
True indeed.
So when you got, sometimes you need that. It's called technology, where you put a white person on the face of racism, and when that white person emerges from somewhere, that's not really the solution. In addition to white people standing up, us galvanizing, not Muslim Shiite, not Muslim Sunni, not Baptist, not Christian, not Episcopalian, just all believers unite. Forget your religious division. Now we gangbanging with religion now. Forget all of that. It's going to come all the way down to good and evil, negative and positive, and it might not be pretty. It might not be pretty.
Now, another question.
Calm that down a little bit. Get a little
because the FBI and, of course, J. Edgar Hoover's COINTELPRO, they feared Martin Luther King's, really his magnetic attraction after the 1963 March on Washington. And as a matter of fact, they named him the most dangerous Negro to America's future. Now, he got 275,000 people, black, white, everything, in 1963. To your knowledge, who should they fear now, in this hour, in regards to their ability to attract the people?
Man, why you ask that question?
Well, I mean, the person who they do fear is Minister Farrakhan. And they fear men like him bold enough to sit up and stand up and tell the truth.
Right.
And, I mean, they never, on these talk shows and these pundits, whenever they go get black leaders, they never go get and ask Minister Farrakhan anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they totally stricken them out of the media because they fear that. And the people who they fear, you're not going to see them on TV. And you ask what we could do. What we're doing right here, the Final Call News Hour is a show that's produced here locally.
Right.
This information that you're getting is something that black people are producing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you can
Raw,
create your
uncut,
own
that's
media.
true.
We got the internet. We got, I'm with community radio.
Right.
We got all of these different avenues to unite people and get our vision and our message out. And we can't be concerned about what white people are doing. White people are doing what they've always done.
Yeah.
And you see what I'm saying? And they're going to
Yes.
continue to do that. We need to be concentrating on what we need to be doing. And fortunately for us, man, Allah is putting us in a situation where the weather is getting colder, the economy is getting bad, a lot of things, systems in this government is breaking down. And as that occurs, we naturally going to have to come together.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a natural coming together.
It's like
So
it's
I'm not
almost
even
it's
fearing it.
unfortunate that it's gonna happen like that. You know, it's less. You ever been to a funeral? You start seeing old cousins you ain't never seen before. Why do it take a funeral for a family to get back together? It's got to be like that. Change is not always pleasant. You go to a new school, a new neighborhood, a new job. It's a little uncomfortability in that, but the results thereof are better. So Barack say he represents change. Now he do have a lot in his favor that he wasn't, you know, so to speak, caught up into the. He do have a lot in his favor, caught up into the whole politics, being raised in Nigeria, whatever. That's hype. Change. The only change is that it's another black man that can talk their language and our language. Hillary Clinton is another change. So this is it is a special election, although politics would not be the solution to our problem.
Yeah, and I was just about to comment on that, brother. It's because we can't look for. See, Hillary Clinton, and I know Obama's black, and a lot of people are feeling him and they rooting for him and all of this. But Obama, Edwards, and Clinton, they all are part of the same illusion, brothers and sisters. We cannot look, no matter who becomes president at this time next year, we cannot look to these people for solutions. The people are going to have to produce the solutions on a grassroots level. And like the politician, you're going to have to make these politicians do right. Because Obama, the same people that support, that's the reason why he can't stand up and admit to his relationship with the teachings of Minister Farrakhan is because he gets the same people to write him a check, write Hillary a check.
I want to say something.
The same people that do that.
I met Barack Obama personally. I was selling the Final Call on 79 Stony Island.
Right.
He drove up on his cell phone.
Right.
At the light. And we put this on the air because I approved this, me and him. And, you know, he told me where we could go to get all the literature to pass out for him because the nation is a good vehicle for getting the word out.
Right.
So this Barack Obama and me networking on how we going to distribute the campaign for his presidency. And for me to hear him say, I denounce him like that, and anything anti-Semitic as far as Farrakhan is concerned, you know what? I just thought about that right now while you were speaking. And that experience of me and Barack, you know, talking about how to get the word out to help back him in his campaign, and then for him to get on the news and do that. It's
brother, man, these people,
I don't care who, man,
these people,
that's
the people
crazy.
that advise him, the
He's a
people
puppet,
that
man.
support him, is the same people that wage war on the black community. Look at the people that's up in his campaign. They're like people that used to advise Ronald, they caught him in praising Ronald Reagan the other day. Some of his advisors is the same people that used to advise Ronald Reagan back in the 80s. I'm telling you, brother, these I mean, and if you want to get more information on this, go to Democracy Now! And Google Obama and his advisors, and the whole story will come up. And this brother was on there, and he was breaking down how all of these people in the Democratic Party, man, how they top advisors, man, have, you know, some of them is war criminals and stuff like this. you know, is considered war criminals in certain parts of the world.
Right.
So we have to understand, man, that Barack Obama is a black man that they put into this race because they seen in 2000 and in 2004, they seen to keep black people interested in the Democratic Party